Okay, I'm gonna try to make a motorcycle lift for my Maxi scooter, which weighs 441 pounds wet. Okay, and it's as long as a Harley Davidson lowrider, but it's pretty low. Now, here is your standard center jack, you know, that we buy for our bikes. And it's very convenient. But when I want to change the oil, I want my scooter up higher, and I want room under there from the center stand so I can get everything done in there, even mechanics. So I also want it up higher for changing my air in the tire, or airing up my tires, because at my age, at 74, I'm getting, it's kind of hard to get down on the ground and then get back up again. Over and over and over till I get everything done. So, I got this, and this is a combination of a couple of videos I've seen. Now, this board is 30 inches. That is an outstanding platform width to me. So, but this does not lift up very high. I want it twice as high almost. So, what I'm going to do is I want to take this upright and move it to where the wheels are. So I'll take the pins out where the wheels are, take the pins out up here where this upright is, the pins out here, and I'll put them back in over here. Now, I don't have like an 8-foot stretch for stress by lifting it on the end. Okay? I'm more centered, and the front wheel will be over there, and the back wheel will be here, or whatever. So I'm running it crossways. So if I do that, then I can get this. I think I can cut this in half. This cross piece here. And drill a hole in it, and drill a hole in it. Of course, both sides. And I'll have a half of it over here, half of it back here. Then I can put in a good piece of angle iron, or 2x4, or whatever. It's just a short run. Okay, and then this, theoretically, will be able to not be too high on the end. Okay, I know this hits this, and I want it as low down as I can get it. So if I have it tilt that way, it'll go all the way flat. The only problem will be back here if it's going to hit that. So I'm going to take this step by step. I'm going to see how good it does, because I don't really need the wheels everywhere. So let's see what happens with that. And if I could make it 8 feet long, 30 inches wide, even if it just came up that high, that's going to help me quite a bit. So I may do that first before I raise these up. So let's see what happens. Well, there you go. That's what I was talking about. And I think I'm onto something. So, it won't be too heavy on either end. Well supported, better supported actually. And it's not in the way of my controls here. But I I'd like it a little higher. But maybe I'll try this first. But I'm thinking maybe like a bed frame. A metal bed frame. Then I could loosely lay some lumber in there, and then remove what I don't need if I need to more space under it or whatever. Interesting. Yeah. Let's see how this works. I may really be onto something modular. Okay, well, I cut that piece like I said I was going to. I took the wheels off and moved the forward legs to where the wheels were. I put the longest piece that I cut in half towards the front and the shortest piece towards the rear, because I want I think it's going to be about a 32-inch wide tabletop. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to use 2x6 boards, and I can remove them to give me an opening anywhere if I need to pull a wheel or anything underneath. I can just remove the appropriate boards while it's on the tabletop. The 32-inch would give me 3 out of an 8-foot 2x6. Okay. I don't want to run them long ways, because then I have to figure out how to anchor them appropriately, and I don't want to have to do that. These will just sit right on here. Now, what I've got here for my tabletop, as you may have guessed, is on the bed frame. So I guess, I got it free. People throw them out when they move, curb alerts. So here's the bed frame. Right there, going across, I welded on 2 of the stretchers that go to here to make it all the way up to a king. Anywhere from a twin to a queen to a king. So I welded those up there. They're 36-inch. And now if I do a 30-inch or 32-inch, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to squeeze these in. This and this. I just squeeze them in. Weld them together. And I'll weld the frame to the cross pieces there. And then I can just start dropping in my boards. So far, I've done everything with junk laying around. And it's lightweight because I have this angle iron here, and it's 1/8 inch. But I may have to buy a couple of 2x6s, I'm not sure. Other than that, I think I've got it pretty well. Everything I had just sitting around. So far, it's a pretty easy project. Of course, I can't weld with these little buzz boxes, but looks like bird poop, but as long as it sticks together, I don't care. I'm not trying to sell them or make production pieces out of it. I've probably been better off just buying a stick welder and playing with it. But anyway, that's where I'm at so far. Free bed frame and I think I paid $35 for that jack. Somebody wanted to get rid of it. Didn't need it anymore, got rid of the motorcycle. The thing is almost brand new. So I guess so far I got $35 in it. That's pretty good. Alrighty, well, catch you on the next one. Well, here it is. I got the bed frame welded together. Put a couple extra cross pieces in there. You notice here in the middle, that's where my jack goes. Now, the good thing about this is, you see the feet down there are adjusted out a little bit, and they're not here. Now, if I adjust these feet out, I can have it as low down to the ground as I want. So I can raise it up and have it as high up as I want, and then put my jack under there. All depends on how high I want my platform. And I think to begin with, it won't be that high, but say I wanted it another 6 inches higher. Well, I just lift these, I just raise these feet up and put a 4x4 along each one of those runners. You can see they can lay there, and then they got all those holes in the sides. You can put a lag screw in there to keep them from sliding around. It'd be a 4x4. Then I could slide and get that extra 4 inches under here. If I wanted more, then on top of that 4x4, I could put some 2x. You know, I mean, I can just keep going, but I don't plan on the end to do that. Anyway, the jack works really good. This here's, I gotta get my cross pieces cut. Now when you weld this together, the right way to do it is get yourself one of those cheap welders from Harbor Freight and start squirting bird poop and snot all over it down here, see? Yeah, and then grind it off so it looks real pretty, yeah. But anyway, yeah, it'll hold, it'll hold. It won't be nobody looking at it anyway when I get the platform on it, so yeah, we'll see you later then, maybe. Let's see how this works out here. Well, here it is. I've got all the 2x12s installed. That's all I put on there, because on each end is going to be 2x6s laying loose, so I can take them out to drop either wheel. There's 2 screws in each end through the rails on these 2x12s. So that will provide some counteractive torquification to keep this thing from twistifying and creating a hazard. Now I gotta flip it over and take a look at the deck, and I'm gonna adjust the feet. Well, there it is. It makes a decent platform, I can say that. But when I try to jack it up, it bows in the middle. It's too flimsy. The bed frame iron is definitely not structural enough for this. But it is a pretty good height. So I think I'm going to take all those 2x. I've got an 8-foot 4x4. I'm going to go buy another 8-foot 4x4. Take all those 2x and use the 4x4s for my runners instead of the bed frame. And it'll be like a gigantic wooden walkway, I guess, or a pallet or something. And if I put another 4x4 foot underneath each corner, then I can slide my jack under it and lift it up, and there will be no flex. So that's the biggest problem. So this is how not to do, and it's okay for a platform, but it's not okay for a lift. And quite frankly, I don't think this platform's that good. So we'll call this a fail as far as what the project was supposed to be. So now I'll just have to start another one.